Okay, we're going to go over the material in your black bag as far as the actual equipment for the voting machines and the iPads. So first, of course, we have the iPad itself. Okay, now normally that'll be in an envelope with a label on it with your precinct, and also have the iPad number on there. Okay, you have the iPad printer. That has the matching number for the iPad. So if you have multiple iPads and printers, make sure you match them up correctly. The power supply for the iPad printer, we label iPad printer. And it's 2 parts, 3-prong, goes together one way. And also it should be plugged in the back of the printer here. If not, the square part goes up, and it's also a 3-prong, so make sure you got it the right way. And then there's the on-off on the side. Okay, if it's plugged in, you should have a green light. Okay, now we have the hotspots and cradle point. We have one or the other generally. Hotspot will be either in a black case like this or a white one, small box. Okay. Cradle point's a bit larger. It's for multiple precincts, or if you have bad reception in your area. And it's got antennas, but there's a little instruction sheet inside, so you can see how to put it together. We also have the stand for the iPads in there. Okay, you've got the base, and what we call the stem. Stem just goes into the base, slides in. Okay, we've got the iPad holder itself. There's these 2 yellow buttons on the side. Just squeeze in, put it in, make sure it snaps in place. Okay, you can tilt it, put the iPad in, just make sure the camera matches the little hole there. And then you have the ID tray for person's photo ID. It slides in on the side. Okay. So now we also have the Infinity printer. Okay, it's got the data cable which plugs into the back of the machine. Okay, you have to plug this printer into the voting machine, and that power supply, which we also label. Okay, it plugs into the back here. And when it's powered on, you have a green light in the front. There should be a green light on the top for online. A little power button on the side. Make sure that's to the back. That's on. If this light on top is red, you just hit this button. It turns green. Okay, so then we've got the double talk and the headphones. Now this is for visually impaired. The key with this is you want to plug it into the voting machine before you put in the vote card. Okay, you plug it in, it'll say double talk ready. You plug in the headphones, because of course you don't want other people to hear what the person's voting. The other thing is with it though, the person that's voting will have to press each button twice. The first time, it tells them what is in that area. For example, John Smith for president not selected. They hit the button again, it'll say John Smith for president selected. Okay, they have to go through all the pages that way. Okay. Now we have the rope for your chute. Okay, that's generally from the entrance of your polling location out 50 feet. You have the stylus with the stickers. Okay, they should be in a baggie together. You have the power strips. We're hoping to give everyone 3 this election, so you have plenty of power. If you have multiple printers, you might have 4. Okay. We have the extenders for your handicap voting machine. Now, generally that machine has a handicap sticker on it or a tag, and it's to extend the front legs so a wheelchair can access the voting machine. Now, sometimes a chair is still too big or wide, so then you can take the machine out of the case and set it in their lap. Okay. Got extra rolls of paper for your printers. The rolls should be full in the printers already, but just in case, we have some extra rolls in case of an emergency. Okay, now we'll go through the ADA real quick. You might have a sign like this, plastic. So there's a little cap on the base if you want to fill it with water, or if you got a little rock, put some weight on it. Okay, to designate handicap parking spots. We also might provide a cone for curbside parking for handicap. everyone will have one of these route of travel signs for their location. Okay, this is designate the handicap parking or the handicap entrance that's closest to your room, especially in large areas like churches and schools. If you have a step or two to your location, take the bag down. We'll have what we call a suitcase ramp. Okay, folds up. If you have a couple inch lip, we'll have a smaller ramp provided for you. Okay. And that concludes this segment.